Hello everyone, this is Fine from Awesome Tech Gaming Pro. I hope you all are well. Today I'm going to talk about the another part of the video of LG C3 and Samsung S90C. And to talk about these two TVs, PQ-EUTF tracking, HDR brightness, color gamut, color volume. If you are new in my channel, then please subscribe and press the bell icon for future notifications and upcoming videos. I have another channel named Tech Gaming Villa, where I upload similar kind of tech videos like TV comparison, sound system, home theater. You can check and subscribe. The LG C3 has fantastic PQ-EUTF tracking. As it's an OLED, it has perfect blacks and follows the PQ-EUTF curve very well. The TV is over-brightened at lower luminance levels. When the TV gets near its peak brightness, its tracking acts differently based on the content it's displaying. For content mastered at 600 and 1000 nits, which is the majority of content, the TV craves everything above its max brightness, resulting in a loss of fine detail in very bright scenes. For content mastered at 4000 nits, the TV does tone mapping. However, its roll-off is pretty quick, so it won't preserve as many fine details here as the LG C2 did. Note that this particular PQ-EUTF tracking curve was done with the new expression enhancer setting set to detail, as with the setting set to off. The TV was over-brightening most of the EUTF. On the other hand, on Samsung S90C TV has super PQ-EUTF tracking, so content is displayed at the correct brightness level. It's a bit over-brightened at very low luminance levels, so dark shadows are a tad too bright. But then the TV follows the curve near perfectly up until the panel's max brightness. At that point, the panel clips anything above its peak brightness for content mastered at 600, 1000 and 4000 nits. So there's a loss of fine detail. In this two TV, if I compare the HDR brightness, the LG C3 real scene peak brightness 474 CD per meter square. On the other hand, S90C 381 CD per meter square, which is lower than LG C3. On peak 2% window, LG C3 provides 409 CD per meter square and Samsung S90C 497 CD per meter square. On peak 50% window, LG C3 379 CD per meter square and Samsung S90C 318 CD per meter square. On peak 100% window, LG C3 and Samsung S90C almost similar. LG C3 216 CD per meter square, S90C 207 CD per meter square. But on sustained 100% window, LG C3 provides 214 CD per meter square and S90C 203 CD per meter square. That means both are similar HDR brightness, but LG C3 just a bit ahead. The LG C3 LED has very good peak brightness in HDR. It's a bit brighter than LG C2 LED, especially noticeable when bright elements take up most or all of the screen. Its automatic brightness limiter is a bit less aggressive than on the C2, but it still dims large bright scenes significantly compared to smaller highlights. Setting peak brightness to off, which bypasses the ABL, reduces the peak brightness to about 200 CD per meter square, which is a much more radical reduction than what we saw on the LG C2. Note that setting the input to game mode or PC mode or setting the 4:4:4 pass-through option to on also locks the peak brightness option to off. These measurements after calibration with the LG C3, you can set picture mode expert, OLED pixel light 100, peak brightness high and color temperature 150. On the other hand, Samsung S90C TV has a very good HDR peak brightness. It's bright enough to overcome glare in a bright room. The panel's brightness is dimmed considerably by its automatic brightness limiter, so large bright scenes are significantly dimmed. It's distracting when watching bright content like hockey for extended periods. Setting peak brightness to off effectively disables the ABL feature and reduces the peak brightness in all scenes. You can set the S90C on calibration that picture mode movie, brightness 50, peak brightness high, color tone warm to color space auto. If you see this color gamut on this 2 TV, Samsung S90C is definitely higher than LG C3 on color gamut. LG C3 TV has an amazing color gamut. Like most TVs in this market range, the LG C3 has nearly perfect coverage of the DCI-P3 color space, which most current HDR content uses. However, when displaying very bright images, its color accuracy is off. It struggles with displaying accurate greens, and all colors are generally undersaturated. Its tone mapping is also off, like on the LG C2 OLED, struggling with accurately tone mapping desaturated colors. Note that these results are done with the TV receiving a near 1000 nits stimulus signal. In actual uses, the TV's color accuracy and tone mapping is much better. The TV also has good coverage of the Recon 2020 color space used by some content. Still, it can't display the full range of green or cyan colors, are again generally undersaturated, and its tone mapping still struggles with desaturated colors. Overall, it isn't the best TV for viewers who are really into HDR color accuracy, but otherwise it looks great. If you're looking for a more color accurate OLED, take a look at the Samsung S90C OLED. The Samsung has fixed the issues with the auto color space setting. Every result is now from the auto color space, as it now tracks the best. You can see how each color space setting compares in DCI-P3 color space and Recon 2020. As is typical of TVs with qd-oled panels, the Samsung S90C has an incredibly wide color gamut. It can display the full range of colors in the DCI-P3 color space used by most HDR content, with slightly oversaturated reds and greens. Coverage of the wider Recon 2020 color space isn't as good, albeit still excellent. The tone mapping is a bit off, so highly saturated colors aren't displayed accurately. If you see these two, this color volume, Samsung S90C clearly higher than LG C3 on color volume. LG C3 provides 34.1% color volume. On the other hand, S90C 53% on 10,000 CD per meter square Recon 2020 coverage. The LG C3 volume is basically identical to last year's LG C2 OLED, and it's still very good. LG C3 can push its white luminance a bit further, yet it's still far from pure white. It also displays dark saturated colors well. On the other hand, Samsung has fixed the issues with the auto color space setting. This TV has exceptional color volume. The panel shows very bright colors well and gets very close to the same brightness as pure white. It can also display dark saturated colors very well and highlights how good qd-oled panels are at showing vibrant colors. So in which 2 TV, which TV you like most? I think on color section, definitely Samsung S90C is higher than LG C3. So tell me your thoughts, please write in the comments below. That's it from now.